take oral, vaginal, and anal swabs, and together with Banks moved away, beyond the canvas screen the Sockos had erected around the body. "So, what do you make of it?" said Banks.
"Well, judging by the marks on her throat, I'd say asphyxia due to ligature strangulation. That satchel strap probably fits the bill. There are traces of blood on the edge where it broke the skin."
"Time of death?"
Not more than 2 or 3 hours ago."
Banks looked at his watch. 8 o'clock. So, between 5 and 6. Was she killed here?
Aye, almost certainly. And whoever did it was pretty strong. The strap bit deeply into the flesh, and a good few inches taller than the victim too, I'd say. The wound is deeper at the bottom, the way it would be if you were pulling a leather strap upwards.
When can you get her on the table?
In the morning, first thing. But for now, I'm off home.
And with that, Glendenning turned and faded into the fog. Banks stood alone for a moment, then noticed a couple of yards away a patch on the grass where someone had been sick. He also made out the stem and fragments of a wine glass. "Stott?" D.I. Barry Stott, commonly known as Jug Ears for obvious reasons, had recently been transferred to Eastvale following his promotion from detective sergeant. He came over. "Know anything about this?" Stott looked at the vomit.
"Mrs. Rebecca Charters, sir. She discovered the body. She's waiting in the vicarage now."
"Okay, I'll talk to her. Listen, someone's got to break the news to the parents. And seeing as I'm the new lad on the block, well, no, if you're not comfortable with it, get someone else, but get it done." Stott took off his glasses and wiped them on a handkerchief. "No, I'll go. Course, sir." "Okay, I'll join you there, but first get as many officers on the streets as you can. I want every house in the area canvassed as soon as possible. Oh, and better inform the chief constable too," he added with a sinking feeling. For the time being, Banks was senior man in Eastvale CID, since Detective Superintendent Gristhorpe was nursing a broken leg, sustained while fixing his dry stone wall. And the new chief constable was one Jeremiah Jimmy Riddle, a pushy high flyer of the breathe-down-your-neck school of police management. "We'll also need a thorough ground search of the graveyard, but that might be better done in daylight. Meanwhile, make sure the place is secured. The walls look high enough. How many entrances are there?" "2, sir. North Market Street and Kendall Road by Bridge." "Easy then." Banks peered through the fog at the lights in the vicarage.
"Barry, you're a bit of a churchman, aren't you?"
"Well, yes, sir. Not St. Mary's, though, St. Cuthbert's." "But do you know who the vicar here is?"
"Yes. Father Daniel Charters, sir."
Thought so. Hasn't he been in the news lately?"
"Yes, sir."
Interesting." And Banks wandered off towards the vicarage. It was Rebecca Charters who answered Banks's knock at the back door. She was in her mid-30s, he guessed, with a lustrous cascade of auburn hair spilling over her shoulders, large hazel eyes, and the fullest, most sensual lips he'd ever seen. He followed her down the hall. A tall woman, she was wearing a heavy black shawl draped over her shoulders and a loose, long blue skirt that flowed over the swell of her hips. Her feet were bare and dirty, with blades of grass stuck to her ankles. She led him into a high-ceilinged sitting room, where a long-limbed man with a long, pale face and prominent cheekbones sat in one of the armchairs. He stood up and reached out a slender hand. "Daniel Charters." "DCI Banks, I realize you've both had a terrible shock, but I need to ask Mrs. Charters a few questions."
"Of course."
"Did you report finding the body immediately?"
"Almost. I was sick first."
"And what were you doing in the graveyard on such a miserable night?"
"I went to see the angel."
"You what?"
"I said I went to see the angel. I like graveyards."
"And what about the glass?"
"Wine. I dropped it."
"Okay. Tell me, did you know Deborah Harrison?"
Rebecca nodded.
"She sang in the choir," said Daniel. "St. Mary."